For years, I dream of visiting our neighboring countries with TLC staff and friends to travel, for instance, by public transport from Bangkok to Siem Riep and Phenom Penh in Cambodia and to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Wonderful to say, here we are now, August 14, 2008, tens of us from TLC, Migrant Action Project, and General Secretary of the Eastern Freeboard Union Groups, on the road to Cambodia. The distance from Bangkok to Ho Chi Minh City is only about 800 kilometers. But during our journey, all of us realize how little we know about life in our neighboring countries. In Siem Riep, we spent most of the first day visiting the great 11th century Khmer cities of Angkor, the fantastic temples of Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, and Angkor Thap Prom. At the entrance to this famous World Heritage Site, we had fun with the throng of kids who paced the tourists to buy their small handmade souvenirs. Most of these children were under the umbrella of IDEA, the Cambodian Informal Worker Union Association.
จากเด็กแล้วก็ผมมาที่นี่แล้วก็ต้องมาคุยกับเขาจะทายตัวเองเลยได้แบบนี้เลยแล้วก็ได้ไม่พอใจเท่าไหร่เลย
In Siem Riep, we travel everywhere by tuk-tuk. These tuk-tuk drivers also members of IDEA, as well as street sellers and the porters and vehicles who work at the Cambodia border crossings. The largest union in Siem Riep is the CTSWF, the Cambodian Tourism and Service Workers Federation. We spent 2 days with the CTSWF, visiting workers and discussing their issues at many meetings.
In the hotels in Siem Riep, non-hygienic and non-sufficient food, non-recognition of the trade union rights, cases of the dismissal when workers try to organize themselves, unclear of employment contract. They can be dismissed at any time.
Camp called Siem Riep International Airport to start that has been dismissed. We already discussed with him and the third we talking about Sivichan. Sivichan is the man and our goal. That is what we all discussed clearly, and we have a lot of things that we done.
The CTSWF faced very similar struggles to those we face in Thailand. The serious anti-union actions and behavior of the management. We met with several leaders who had been dismissed because of their union activities. The reason for dismiss is because of your organized union. From Siem Riep, we took the high-speed ferry boat to Phenom Penh. This exhilarating 7-hour trip over the Great Lake of Indo-China, the Tonle Sap, through blustery monsoon rains, was surely one of the high moments of our journey. Fed by the waters of the Mekong River with rise in Tibet, the Tonle Sap is the water pulse of the Indo-China Peninsula, a huge natural water system that is providing tens of millions of people with their daily protein. As we passed fishermen and boat people, we thought deeply about neoliberal development and many dams they are planning to break the natural flow of the Mekong. At the port in Phenom Penh, our dear friends from the Women Agenda for Change were awaiting us, and our program started as soon as we had dumped our baggage in a small hotel. During the daytime, we visited the Cambodian Garments Worker Federation, Sikadu, and the Cambodian Labor Congress. In the evenings, we visited workers in their communities, sharing sessions late into the night. The biggest manufacturing industry in Cambodia is the garment industry. It employs about 400,000 workers, mostly women on minimum wage, which is about $55 per month. This is a slave wage that makes living a decent life in Cambodia impossible.
Cambodian worker only got 50%, and while Thai worker getting 100%. Like why? Because of your economics, because we are small country, because we Cambodians, because we are Thai.
All of you want to work in agriculture sector or the factory sector.
I want to do the green colors.
Before leaving Phenom Penh on August 20, we had a half-day discussion how we could strengthen cooperation and solidarity between the unions, women organizations, and NGOs in Cambodia and Thailand.
Lee is my last name. I'm working here at Bangkok 4 years already, and enrolled mostly with the sex workers, supporting women's network for unity.
ค่ะทำงานอยู่ที่แมปทำงานเกี่ยวกับแรงงานที่มาจากประเทศพม่า
Cisgender, she from CLC and also the member of Sikadu. He's a president of the Democratic Informal Sector.
First, we have a garment worker employment project, which we work to organize women factory worker, and we have started drop-in center. Now we have 7 drop-in center around Phnom Penh, and every Sunday workers come and they discuss, and they also have the session on labor law, on union issue, women issue. So many things that they can discuss about their life, their personal, their relationship, or their health, something like that. And so this project looking broader to the whole picture of how globalization impact to the poor people.
So Saam is the coordinator of the messenger band, and also she has some member with her. Maybe they can say a little bit about the activity of the messenger band. Right?
First time we, the member of the messenger band still work in the factory until now.
We help a lot of kids now, and most of them have jobs that's working for tiny tons now.
And then as an organization working on drugs rehabilitation?
Yeah, we have 2 of our kids that was dancing is used to be kids on drugs, used to shoot heroin, used to smoke my ice and sniff glue and sleep on the street. Now they're clean, and now they're the drug educator team that go around teaching people about drugs and other stuff.
Motivation, how you get that motivation from?
I used to be an ex-gang member from Long Beach, California. I used to be part of the Crips, and I grew up in a bad way of like, say, I never had an older brother, and I always wanted a role model, like who's cool, who's not, and you know, you pick the wrong role model and you walk the wrong tracks. Now, since I got older, you learn from what your mistake was. Now, how can you change what you did so these kids don't fall in the same shoes? So my goal is to put my shoes so they can chase after it. And when you have a good role model, I think they're gonna be a good person. And if they have a bad role model, they're gonna be a bad person.
Our friends at Women Agenda for Change arranged a solidarity night for us with all friends in Phenom Penh. No need to say how much fun we had.
Today, the color line is the power line, is the poverty line.
The old road from Siem Riep to Vietnam was smooth compared to road from the Thai border. An ugly, unfinished motorway that cut through the rice paddies like a blunt knife.
Racism and imperialism work in tandem, and poverty is a handmaid.
From the windows of our Mekong Express bus, we observe the timeless landscape and rice paddies of southern Cambodia.
Those who are poor and powerless to break out of their poverty are also those who by and large are non-white, non-Western, third world. Poverty and powerlessness are intertwined in color, in race. Discrimination and exploitation feed into each other today under global capitalism.
After a busy river crossing, everything changed at the Vietnam border. The impact of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam industrial capital, reaches on the way to the border. No more rice paddies, cattle or buffalo, just lines of shops and thicker shops. Vietnam has 54 indigenous groups of people and a population of about 86 million. Ho Chi Minh City is about 6 million, while Thailand has 65 million citizens and 14 million in Cambodia. This was the first time for any of us in Ho Chi Minh City, and we were very grateful for the kind and courteous assistance of our friends from the Vietnam Peace and Development Foundation, who had arranged for us a very full program, including visits to several museums.
And our history is that we have undergone through many wars, long, protracted wars. So now our main focus for the time being is to concentrate on the economic development first. And on this basis, we try step by step to develop our democracy. This is the framework of our political system.
We had many deep exchanges with the Vietnam Labor Union at their Ho Chi Minh City office.
So does it happen in Thailand when the company, yes, the owner and the employer deduct money from the salary of the workers, but not to transmit to the tax?
I need to get from you. Do you have any technique to form the union if they don't dismiss all the details you are talking about them?
Very difficult. It's even difficult for us in Ho Chi Minh City.
I see.
How long it takes in the court? The problem is that we don't go to court because it can take years, so workers cannot wait. So that's why we go to campaigns. And we have one here for you too. These the t-shirts produced by the worker factory. 100% owned by worker and own their own capital. Proud to be union.
And we visited two factories, a state enterprise factory and a Taiwanese old garment factory.
ก็มีทั้งไทยแลนด์ก็จะมีทั้งคนงานชลบุรีระยองบุญยืนมาแล้วก็มีน้องๆแบบทำงานเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของแรงงานข้ามชาติแล้วก็มีไทยเลเวอร์แคมเปญทั้งทีมที่มาในวันนี้ผลิตระหว่างไทยแล้วก็ระหว่างของเวียดนามแล้วก็กัมพูชาเนี้ยเวลามีคนเข้ามาเนี่ยมันทำให้วิถีชีวิตของเราดีขึ้นหรือไม่หรือว่าทำให้วิถีชีวิตเรานั้นเลวลงอีกอันหนึ่งเมื่อกี้ไม่ได้พูดถึงพี่น้องของกัมพูชาเราก็มาผู้แทนกัมพูชาเรามา4 คน
So they have a committee of the members of Lixin Labor Union comprising 17 companies, developed 2,144 members, accounting to 78% out of the total number of workers at least.
In the state enterprise printing factory that we visited, workers were enjoying around $170 to $200 per month. But in the private sector, workers are getting on average around $62 per month. We are not allowed to take pictures in the Taiwanese garment manufacturer.
Không hợp đồng gia công gì hết. Không có hợp đồng gia công. Công ty công nhân vô làm thì hợp đồng 1 năm.
First one year contract. The second long term contract. Over 1 year. So no subcontract.
The management will not sign the decision of firing or taking such disciplinary actions against workers without signature of approval or consent of the union.
In the Nike and big corporations like in Ho Chi Minh City, as the workers in the garments industry here, what do they feel? Do they go to help other workers in solidarity?
And we try to withdraw the lessons from those strikes so that the same problem will not happen again.
The greatest worry facing Vietnamese academics and friends is a spiraling inflation rate running at nearly 30%, a result of opening of Vietnam to the global market and the enormous rapid growth in foreign direct investment. For the past 2 to 3 years, Vietnam has experiencing a great number of wildcat strikes, nearly 400 to 600 strikes per year.
But Vietnam clarifies more and more its economic orientation. There are 4 pillars. Rich people must be rich, the country must be strong, good solution of social problems, good social security of ecological environment, sustainable development, society social safety.
How to have a good socio-economic plan. That is why with the many from NGO like Siem Riep in UK, UNDP, UNICEF, and global even ADB, they are helping. They have been helping Vietnamese government from the central level to the hamlet level to have a good socio-economic plan. That is ASEAN country and GMS. How we have sufficient information, because information is very important for governments, for labor union, and for even workers.
During these 10 full days in Cambodia and Vietnam, from August 14 to 24, 2008, we learned very much about the life and conditions and problems of workers in these neighboring countries. What we saw and all of our discussions underline one very central fundamental question: what comes first, economy or democracy? We hope that this trip, which we should have arranged long ago, has given us on a good starting point for developing discussions and building solidarity across the borders of Indo-China with activists, labor unions, women groups, and grassroots NGOs.
นักลงทุนไทยนะครับที่มาจากประเทศไทยมาลงทุนในเวียดนามก็ดีหรือว่าในเขมรก็ดีนะครับถ้ามีการละเมิดสิทธิแรงงานในเวียดนามหรือในเขมรนะครับแล้วถ้าเกิดมีสิ่งไหนที่กลุ่มสามารถแรงงานภาคตะวันออกที่พอที่จะสามารถช่วยได้เราก็ยินดีที่จะให้ความช่วยเหลือ
What he learned from this trip, he think that all in Vietnam and Thailand a lot of good things to show, but in Cambodia a lot of problems, especially the salary very low.
First, I am happy to be part in this trip as a worker, and this is my first time to leave my country and learn from other people. And she said normally she only work to organize worker around the factory compound, and now it's a time to learn from the other union. The beginning of the trip mean be a logistic people and host this group to Cambodia. Anyway, we are happy and really want to make this trip happen. What is new to me is about here, Vietnam especially. I only read newspaper or see some document, but not really get very deep to the political and how the structure in this country.
So we hope that you have learned some things during these 4 days. It is our wish that you come to see us again, not only in Ho Chi Minh City, and we guess that we have been able to make friends.
Many thanks and solidarity to all who helped us along the road. We hope to see you again. Thank you.
Sơ